Hi guys, back for more MotoGP. Do want to say thank you guys for the support on the series so far. It's been really cool to see a new series do pretty well. It's done really well, to be perfectly honest, for me. Like, you know, at least after a few days averaging at least 2,000 views, which is really good. So thank you guys once again, I really appreciate it. There were a few calls in the last comment section in the last few videos to actually up the difficulty, and I'm going to give a decent reason why I shouldn't until the end of the season, when I definitely will. So I just want to try and finish this season on a high to get the best contract offer for next season. So, you know, I'm not on pole for this one, actually. I'm on 10th place on the grid, I think. So it's going to be tough anyway to win this championship. But I just want to leave it on this difficulty for the rest of this championship. Then when we go to the next season, we can have the whole season on the same difficulty. That's the idea, at least. So yeah, still people saying how do we pronounce Ertil, but let's just stop that now. I'm sorry if you guys haven't know, you know, everyone obviously knows in their head how to say it, but it's hard to maybe write it down in text. I guess that's the confusing bit. So anyway, starting in the top 10, I still want to get a podium out of this race. I think I can. I had a good middle two sectors in the qualifying. It was the last sector I really messed up, which is a bit annoying, but yeah, so I reckon we could do well. First sector wasn't too good in qualifying, but whilst everyone's bunched up, this could be a good time to overtake people. Antonelli and Bulega there, going side by side. It's going to be so annoying going to Moto 2 and then having to relearn a load of names as well. So yeah, I'm sure I recognise a lot of the ones in Moto 2 because obviously I did watch it last year and the year before, so I'm sure quite a few of the same people are still in it. So yeah, what are they all doing through there, I don't know, but it's lost them a lot of time. Oh no! Bulega for the Sky Valentino Rossi team. Does Rossi have any links to a Moto 2 team? That'd be quite a cool comment if anyone knows that. I didn't think he did. Somebody left a comment saying he's getting a Moto 2 team. I couldn't tell if it was sarcastic or not, but yeah, if he does have any links to a Moto 2 team, that'd be quite cool, just to maybe think about that as a step for next season. But if he doesn't, well, most likely outcome really is to go for the best team. What is everyone doing in this middle sector? Oh, okay. It's because they're all braking, and I'm not. So, first lap, looks like it's going to be 4th place. I think this was the corner where I lost a lot of time in qualifying. I think I went quite wide. Luckily, we pretty much got that one right. Obviously, now we've got someone to follow. It makes it a little bit easier to try and go for overtakes. So, overall, first lap, I'd call that a success. 10th place on the grid, and going to end it in 4th place by the look of it here with Navarro, Finati and Binder, the usual three just in front of us. Right guys, so we're right up behind Navarro now. Looks like we can go for an overtake on the outside, is it? No, we're not going to. He's not going to let us pass too easy here, Navarro. It's a bit weird here. I thought I'd be able to close. I closed in quite a bit on that first lap, didn't I? But now I sort of haven't really made much progress. But those front two are battling away. In real life, well, what was that? Navarro just looked over his shoulder. That's strange. But Binder's actually destroying everyone in real life. Has he got a contract for next season in Moto 2? I realised like a few years ago, Brad Binder he was nowhere a few years ago, but obviously with a bit more experience in the class, he can be really good. I think that's what a lot of people in motorsport sort of say, is stay in your class for a bit longer, then like win the championship, then you'll become a better rider. But this hasn't been exactly the race I wanted here. We've lost quite a bit of time now, and the win may be out of the question. Got a nice run here on Navarro. Hopefully we'll get him into the next turn here. We need to, really. Round the outside. Oh, just about going to get it stopped in time, are we? This is going to be an intense last lap here. Have we got enough to close up to those front two? We'll need to take some risks, that's for sure. Something that was just not the right line through there, but taking some risks. Obviously, we need to now at this point in the championship because we lost points last time out. I think the gap was 26 points going to this race here. So, Finati, if you can win it for us, mate, that would help us out. Or we're going to have to do some pretty crazy stuff. But we've closed in a lot through there. Do we go for it? Do we go for it, lads? Oh, we've gone for it. We've gone for the move. It's robust, but we've got the overtake done. Last corner. Oh, is he going to go down the inside of me there? That was a bit of a robust move, I'm sure. But we need to do that sort of stuff in this race. In this championship, sorry. Brad Binder's right behind us here. He's going to get the slipstream to the line. Not going to be happy with that overtake from me there. Brad Binder's got the better run down to the start-finish line. I think we're just going to about do it once again. We're going to grab a victory from the jaws of defeat. We've just grabbed another victory. That is really important there, guys. And I think, did Fanati finish... Oh, Binder just finished second there. Last lap time was really good. That makes it sound a bit crazy, but we were sort of just going for it there. But 23 points now's the gap. That's still probably a bit too much. But we got, I think, Malaysia up next, which is great because I really don't enjoy that track. Hi guys, welcome back. We are here now for the Malaysian Grand Prix, and I really dislike this track in MotoGP terms. I don't know why. I can just never. I don't know. Sometimes it's all right, but just like 95% of the time, it's not very good. We're starting 13th on the grid, and I think, you know, unless I beat Binder and he finishes like a 5th, that's pretty much our championship over, because it's the penultimate round basically. The last race is going to be in the next episode, so I don't really know what to say really, guys. It's basically the end of the road, unfortunately, here if we don't win this one and Binder has a bad result. So that's not exactly how I want to look at things, but it's just basically how it is going into the last couple of races here. But if we can get a nice win here, we can get a nice fight back victory, that would definitely help us out in this championship that we want to still win here, obviously. But yeah, I'm surprised these last 2 races, the qualifying's not been good enough whatsoever, and that's really sort of hindered us obviously going into the race where we just need to get those points. And which was the race that I had like this long streak of race wins, and then it was like I couldn't win one race. I think it was the one after Aragon. I forgot which one that was. Is it Japan? It might have been Japan. I think it was Japan. Oh, it's not the racing line whatsoever. But yeah, I think it was Japan that I didn't win, meaning, you know, I lost quite a lot of points to Binder, and then obviously it means more because he finished ahead of us, and it was frustrating. Let's just say that. I don't know how I suddenly like got the pace. Maybe it's just that pressure is there now. I need to get a result, and the pace is coming to the forefront, which is good. And I'm just going to have to go for risky overtakes. I mean, I know that's probably not going to work out, is it? But it did not work out. But at least it got us a bit closer. Right, so Quartararo. We're just going to nudge out Navarro so we can get into Quartararo's slipstream, which we've done. Now Malaysia down to turn 1. Hopefully that's a nice enough slipstream into turn 1 on the brakes. How did they always brake later than me and always get it stopped better than me? Like, how does that work out? Now Fanati and Binder battling over the lead. Where have we heard that one before? It's just like, it's literally the story of the whole season. Fanati versus Binder, and then I'm just like out of nowhere suddenly coming and get a result. It's just how the season's gone. I realise people are going to leave in the comments that I just bottle qualifying to make the race more exciting. It's not the case whatsoever, to be honest. It was raining in qualifying, which might have been part of the reason why I was slow. But yeah, I don't know, just haven't had the pace. It's really frustrating because obviously I can make this championship so much easier for myself with better qualifying. But I suppose I put the pressure on myself doing this sort of one-shot qualifying idea, where I basically just do one lap. So yeah, that's probably part of the reason why we make mistakes, is because we put ourselves under that pressure in the first place. But if Navarro Fanati can beat Binder and I can beat both of them, that would be a nice little championship decider there. It's still much in favour of Binder, but we've got a chance in that aspect. Sorry, Binder boy. That didn't really work out either, because we've both got terrible runs now. Fanati's just too far ahead for a slipstream, surely. Last lap. And we've got a nice run of Fanati here on the brakes. He's going to brake a little bit later, but are we going to cut down the inside? Side by side stuff, and we've got him. And Brad Binder's fallen back. Brad Binder has fallen back. That's put us in a nice little position here. It's still, like, even if we finish in this exact order in the last race as well, I don't think it'd be enough, unfortunately. 23 points, was it? I think. Oh wait, it can't be less. It must be less than that, wasn't it? I can't remember what the points gap is, but it's put the pressure on. I know you guys don't want to just see victories after victories after victories, but you guys saw a terrible first part of the season, so you know, even after all these victories, we're still probably not going to win the championship. I mean, we must have blown away everyone else's like victory total, even if we win this one here. But that's just insane. Like, how many race victories do we need, and not with the championship? It must be insane. But I suppose it's because these top 3 are just so ultra consistent, and the fact that we were like 60 or 70 points behind, weren't we, at some point, says a lot. So generally we have got a bit better, which is good. Sorry, that probably seems like a bit of a random cut, but I just had like a sneezing fit, which is a bit annoying. Not like bad, it's just like I kept sneezing, which is but obviously you guys don't want to hear that in the video, like constant sneezing. Oh, what? The Binder's dropped another position? Nah. That's quite crazy, actually. We've just gained even more points, because Balega, of all people, like, where has he been this whole season? He's managed to just get past Brad Binder. And wow, that's put us in a bit of a better 11 points now. Wow, that's actually quite crazy. This last race really has got a bit of meaning to it now. We have a chance at the championship. It's going to have to be pretty crazy. I mean, I'm not going to manufacture it like I'm sure some people think I'm going to, but I'm not going to crash into people and all that to make sure Brad Binder doesn't win this championship. But wow, okay, it's a bit more realistic now. 11 points into the finale. Can we do it? See you guys tomorrow for more MotoGP. Goodbye.